Hello, I am making this video to record my progress in my flexible fasting schedule. I would call it a water fast, but I don't have water every day or just water every day. Some days I do have bone broth. I was trying to do every 3 days, but I had some 2 days in a row. I'm kind of hoping I can skip today though because I know all the salt. I don't, I know it gives me water retention, which would kind of give me a little bit more realistic weight loss as opposed to water weight loss. But I really want the autophagy, and the protein helps diminish the autophagy, and I don't want that. I need the autophagy because I need to get rid of any loose skin that I might have. Now, I started my journey. I'm going to give you a little bit of background. My highest weight was at 237 pounds in 2017. Now, I went and saw a dietitian, and for several months, and I'm going to apologize now because today I have a runny nose, so I'm just going to have to probably wipe my nose every once in a while with a Kleenex, and I don't know how to do editing like other people do on YouTube, so you gotta get a raw video here. Now, I started in 2017, 237 pounds, went and saw a dietitian. They got me on some Mediterranean diet where I ate like every 2 hours, but extremely healthy, no sugars, blah, blah, blah. Dropped like 40 pounds, got down to 196. It was amazing. I was so happy. But then ultimately I failed and ended up going back to eating like crap. So last year, last April of 2020, me and my husband, which he is really good about trying to do my dieting with me and the best he can anyway. And we decided that we're going to replace all of our dinners during the week with shakes. And lost about 10 pounds, which was amazing. And we were walking every day, and April ended, and then I went back to a crap diet. So fast forward, August 17th of 2020, I said I am going to try this fasting, since I've been reading a lot about it, and honestly, I was starting to get really depressed, and I kind of felt like I'm just going to starve myself. That's what other people I know have done, so I'm just going to starve myself and I'm going to lose all this weight. Well, then I started looking into it, and I found Dr. Jason Fung and started reading his books and listening to him on YouTube, and found out that you're not actually starving yourself. Apparently, it's a primal instinct. People have been fasting for hundreds and hundreds of years, and apparently there is absolutely nothing but great benefits from it. You're not going to die. You're not going to, go into starvation mode and gain all the weight back unless you eat like crap afterwards. But I was just amazed because, honestly, listen to everything he has to say because I'm not going to repeat everything, but everything he said made total sense. And he basically said that even in his medical training, he completely was taught something completely different, but in his, however many decades of practicing medicine, he found that the only way to cure like diabetes and stuff was through intermittent and extended fasting, and to cure obesity. And I'm just like, okay, well, he's not the only doctor that thinks that way either. Of course, my doctor doesn't believe that. She believes in intermittent fasting, but not prolonged extended water fasts. So I started reading about that. So on August 17th of 2020, I decided I am going to stop eating. And my goal was 14 days. Actually, my goal was probably till, I either died or got back to my normal weight, but I know that's impossible because I still want food. So I turned it into 14 days, and I only made it 12 before I gave in and started refeeding. The only reason why I chose that was because I really wanted to eat and have a barbecue for Labor Day and have my family and friends over and kind of eat, what I want to kind of get that out of my system. Part of my fasting is also retraining my mind as to how I look at food. And I can tell you right now that after fasting for those 12 days, not being hungry, but wanting food, I can tell you right now that I definitely had a food addiction because I wasn't hungry, but yet I was wanting it so bad. So bad. It was almost like quitting smoking cigarettes, which I did when I was 21. It was like, I'm not craving a cigarette. It's just a habit. And it was really hard to break the habit because it was like, oh, I ate food, now I'm going to smoke. And that was kind of when I gained a lot of weight, was then because I would instead of smoking, I'd go to the cupboard and, eat something instead. So I gained a lot of weight at that time. But especially after I met my husband. And I went from being very, very poor, trying to make it on my own. I don't know if anybody knows the living wages in Seattle, but I was making like $800 a month trying to live on my own, and I couldn't afford a damn thing, let alone food. So when I got a better job and I could afford food, and then I got with my husband, at that time boyfriend, 2 incomes. We were going out to breakfast on the weekends every day, lunch, dinner. I mean, we ate out all the time. So, also my lips have been really chapped, so I might have to keep putting chapstick on because my lips are chapped. So anyway, gained all this weight, and so I started on August 17th, made it 12 days, and then I refed for 9. One night, and then I restarted a fast on Monday, Labor Day. So the Saturday before, I went to Jack's Grill in West Seattle and had a ribeye and a loaded baked potato and a salad and then some vegetables, and couldn't eat the whole thing, probably ate maybe half, but it was amazing. It was so good. And then I had that for breakfast the next day. And then I was having a barbecue on Sunday. So I had chips and dip. I had cake. Oh, yeah, and I had cupcakes the night before. I had 2 cupcakes, and then I had 1 in the morning. So I had a total of 3 cupcakes between Saturday and Sunday, 3 cupcakes, and a piece of cake after dinner on Sunday. But I had chicken. I had a pasta salad. I ate like a fool. I did slowly refeed myself up until those days, with like vegetable soup and cooked vegetables and, broth and, good stuff up until that Friday. But I ended up gaining like 7 pounds back, and I believe that was probably just the water weight. I started that one at 226 pounds. So I got down to 209. And then I went back up to 216-ish. And then on Monday, September 7th, Labor Day, I went back into another fast. And that is the fast I'm on now, which is day 10. And so I started that at 216. And today, which is exactly 31 days from the time I started my first fast, I have lost almost 24 pounds. So, and that includes that regain. So, 31 days, 24 pounds. That's amazing. Probably would have been more if I wouldn't have ate like crap those last 2 days of my refeed, and if I probably would have just kept fasting, but whatever. I need to eat sometimes because otherwise this intermittent fasting thing is not going to be sustainable. So today I feel good. Yesterday I did have that hunger hormone, ghrelin, or I don't even know how to pronounce it. But I did have that yesterday, and unfortunately I gave in and I had 2 almonds. Yeah, 2 almonds, little tiny almonds, 2 of them. It might not seem like much, but I kind of feel like I cheated myself, and I'm ashamed of myself that I couldn't make it completely, but I'm just calling that, a bump in the road, and I'm continuing on. So this time, my ultimate goal is, I want to say, I don't have anything planned where I'm going out to eat or anything until October, like 15th or 16th or whatever. It's a Friday. So I don't have anything planned till then, and I need like at least a minimum a week to refeed by then, which would make 35 days. But I don't think I'm going to make it that long, because last time I didn't make 12 days, or I only made 12 days. So at 14 days, which is this Sunday, today's Wednesday, I'm going to reevaluate how I feel. And if I can go another 7 days, I will. So then I'll hit 21. And then if I can go another 7 days, I will. So I'm just kind of going to go off of how my body feels, since I'm not getting any more blood work done right now from my doctor. And obviously I don't want to die. So yeah. So hopefully I can make it. I am, however, drinking a little bit of black coffee it's a flavored black coffee that, I'm not putting anything in it, so it just has a hint of flavor to it originally, and it's a pumpkin spice. And I know for a clean fast, you're not supposed to do that because it could trigger your digestive system or something, but I don't know. I'm still going to lose weight, and I do want, and I'm not having any protein, so the autophagy is still going to be there. So I'm hoping not to have loose skin. After listening to Dr. Jason Fung and his hundreds of patients he's treated with fasting, intermittent fasting and extended fasting, with obese patients who've lost hundreds of pounds, he said he had never once sent anybody to be referred for skin removal surgery. And it's mainly due to the autophagy, which is the recycling of old cells and your body getting rid of all the unwanted proteins, which prevents Alzheimer's and heart disease and loose skin, apparently. So I'm hoping to continue with those benefits, because having over 100 pounds of weight to lose, it means I probably will have some loose skin. 100 pounds. That is a whole nother person. And I need to lose that person. So, my sister is 90 pounds, so I literally have more than she is added on me. And if you think about 100 pounds carrying on your back, that is 2 5-gallon water jugs. Or if you think about it I'm carrying her on my back, basically. Every day of my life, I'm carrying something that's 100 pounds all day long. So I know your body adjusts and your muscles, adjust to be able to do that every day, but I don't want to carry 100 pounds anymore, and I definitely don't want this double chin anymore. I was skinny as heck all the way up until I was like 19 years old. So I need to get back that way, because I feel very self-conscious. I feel very ugly. I can't buy the clothes that I want to wear. And I'm like a weird shaped person. So all my weight, not all of it, obviously, because it has to go everywhere, but it has been literally in my stomach. That's where I pretty much carry all my weight, is in my stomach. I'm like, I know it sounds bad, but I'm like an upside down, or I'm like a snow cone. There you go. Like a snow cone. I'm like this. I got skinny legs, or like Big Bird. There you go. Big Bird. I got a big tummy and skinny legs. So all my life it's been like that. Even when I was skinny, if I found pants that would fit my waist, they wouldn't fit my butt or my legs. They would be really baggy. So I'm kind of hoping that that goes away too. I mean, I really want this stomach fat to go. I mean, I was 135 pounds when I was 18, 19, because that was when I started gaining my weight. And I was too fat to join the army. Too fat at 135 pounds. Are you kidding me? Most people would die to be that weight. So, obviously I wouldn't have met my husband if I would have joined the army. So, I guess that's a good thing. But at the same time, 135 pounds and fat, I mean, I must have been really unhealthy. And now look at me, I'm really unhealthy. So anyway, I'm documenting my journey because not a lot of people do. And this is a fairly new thing that people are starting to do. So you get the raw, uncut. Emily doesn't know how to edit videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoy my journey. I will try to update again tomorrow. I did want to say, though, that when I started this on August 17th, after losing almost 24 pounds, including that 9-day refeed, today is day 31, my bust, I've lost 1.5 inches, which is amazing. My waist, I have lost 3 inches. My hips, I have lost 2.5 inches. My thigh, I've lost 2.5 inches. My calf, I've lost 1 inch. And my arm, I've lost 1 inch. So I'm already seeing results. To me, I can't see it in the mirror, but I can definitely tell my clothes are fitting better. I will post before and after pictures once I believe that in the mirror it's that noticeable. To me right now, the mirror isn't that noticeable. I'm sure it is noticeable to probably somebody who hasn't seen me since I was at my heaviest, but right now I'm looking in the mirror every day like, well, I still look the same. I know I'm smaller because obviously the measurements tell me they are and the scale's telling me, but just can't see it yet. So I definitely will post pictures though. Yeah. So I'm going to go back from lunch. So my lunch is almost over. And I work from home at a computer all day long. And, oh, by the way, I've only exercised like twice in this whole 31 days. My mom has been coming over to do aerobics with me a couple times within this time frame. It's like 2 or 3 times. But right now we can't because we have to do it out in the garage. And out in the garage means outside air, and apparently we have the worst air in the country right now due to all the unfortunate wildfires that are happening, and totally sad. People are being evacuated from their homes, and then even worse, the losers that are looting their houses, and it's sad. Makes you want to cry that people will do that, because I work hard for everything I have, and for somebody to just come by and steal it because they're lazy, coward bastards is just wrong. Just wrong. Those people need to go to hell. Or they probably will go to hell. I'm sure of it. But it's like, just work for what you got. Whatever happened to pride? You know? Okay. Anyway, I am not going to get into that because this is all about weight loss and my water fasting journey, not my personal opinions on how the world works. So I hope that I get down to my 120 pound goal here soon. I'm creating my current schedule on what I plan on doing with my water fasting. So I plan on doing I didn't originally plan on doing any more extended fasts, but at the rate I want to lose weight, I might do a couple more extended fasts and possibly just do, just refeed for the weeks of the holidays, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, those kind of holidays. And then that way at the end of December, New Year's-ish time, I'll then move into the alternate day fasting like that one lady does. Because I think alternate day fasting is ultimately going to be something I can stick with because it's going to help me lose weight, keep the weight off, and I'll still be able to eat what I want to eat, obviously in moderation and being conscious of 90% of the time making good, healthy food choices. And I'm going to stick with the keto diet too. So if I continue with my channel, then obviously I'll try to post everything that I eat and the meals that I eat. That way, if you wanted to follow along, you know, if it's a success for me, then you could probably literally try the exact same thing that I do, as long as I keep track of it. And, you know, maybe you'll get the same results and the same mental clarity, and reteaching your mind is, you know, with what I'm doing, reteaching my mind as to how I look at food. So, you know, I hope my journey is successful, and I really hope that me logging my journey is going to help you in your journey. Until tomorrow, have a wonderful day, and I will enjoy my beautiful black coffee, and I will enjoy my beautiful water. And yeah, hopefully I can go today without having any bone broth, because I need autophagy. Yeah, I think that's it. Have a great day 10. And sorry I didn't make videos before this, but I tried. I was getting all emotional, and yeah, I didn't want to be all emotional on this. So I will update tomorrow if I can. Might not be able to update on the weekends though, because I don't want my husband knowing I'm doing this, because then he'll watch him and probably make fun of me or something. Not intentionally, but he will. So probably won't be on the weekends, and I'll probably just do it on my work days when I take lunch, like today. So I will update as much as I can. Have a wondrous day filled with sunshine and joy, and we will talk tomorrow. Have a good day. Goodbye.